outside in an AMG, right outside, TT, two-turn baby girl, you know me. Still with the dogs that I grew beside. All the niggas round me, ride and they die. Gotta watch the time, cause it's flying right by. I'm outside in an AMG, right outside.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bacola and I'm currently a developer advocate at Google, and today I'll be taking you through a work week in my life. Today specifically will be a remote work day, so I'm just basically going to be relaxing at home, getting my work done, and showing you what I actually do day to day at home. And the biggest theme of this vlog is going to be how I balance doing a full-time 9-to-5 job and also doing YouTube. Like, y'all, I feel like a lot of people don't understand how difficult it is to do YouTube. YouTube is a lot of work because you by yourself, you're responsible for scripting the videos, researching the videos, filming, editing, marketing. Like, it's a lot of work to do YouTube, but I truly enjoy it. That's why I continue to do it. And I feel like it's interesting with my content because the work that I do in my 9-to-5 kind of feeds into my YouTube channel. Things I learn from my YouTube channel can also feed into my job. Basically gonna be showing you how I balance 9-to-5 work with Google work. And yeah, let's get started. So before I get started with work, I just wanted to talk about the first tip that really helps me balance doing a 9-to-5 and YouTube, which is having less goals and really saying no to any additional responsibilities that are not going to help me with those goals. So basically, I might be a people pleaser. I don't want to claim it, but I might have people pleaser tendencies, and I do sometimes have a hard time saying no. But what I've recently realized, especially last year when I was getting very close to burnout, was that it's really important to set boundaries and to know what your main priorities are and to have less goals. So what does that mean? That means, at least for me, outside of my personal life, my main goals are around YouTube and around my career in tech. I don't have any other goals that are huge that I do except for those two, because if I add any more goals, I won't be able to do the two goals that are the most important to me, which are YouTube and my career well. And any additional goals will take away from doing those goals to the best of my abilities. What I've learned is that the less you have on your plate, the better you can do those responsibilities. So what I've realized is that when people come to me, which you'd be surprised, especially if you know how to code, people are always coming up to you with additional project ideas like, let's do this, let's collaborate on this. And I have to be really strategic and I have to really think about it because I have a big tendency to say yes, but I have to really think about it and think, is this gonna help me with any of these two goals? And if it doesn't, I'll just say no and I won't commit to that obligation. And honestly, that's been helping me so much. I can't even tell you, every time I've said no to something or I've created a boundary, I felt so relieved and so happy that I created it. Okay guys, so it's about the end of the day and I'm about to run out to visit one of my friends who is literally the only reason I survived my first year as a software developer. I met her at work and she was amazing, so I'm super excited. I'm gonna go meet her in the city, but I wanted to hop it on here and talk about basically the second tip that really helps me balance YouTube and a full-time job, which is having really good organization tools. I live by Google Calendar and Notion. Both of these tools really help me stay on track. So for my Notion, I use it as a to-do list and to manage large projects and just to sort of manage long-term goals, if that makes any sense. So for my Notion, what I'll do is every Sunday, I'll make a list of all the to-dos I have to do throughout the entire week based on projects and upcoming deadlines that I have. And then I'll move these same lists onto my Google Calendar, and then each day will have a task. But my Google Calendar is mostly responsible for helping me with time blocking. I literally have a calendar for everything. I have a calendar for my social life. I have a calendar for my mental health, my work calendar, my YouTube calendar. I also have my routines on there, which is really amazing, really helps me stay on track. My beauty routine, if I have to use a specific skincare product that day, it is on my calendar. So I remember to do that. That's the second tip that's really helped me stay on track, is having really good organization skills, especially when it comes to YouTube too. YouTube, just because you're the one doing everything, you also have to manage your different videos, which I consider videos like mini projects because you're doing like the researching for the project. And for me, what's helped me manage my YouTube videos specifically on Notion is this Notion board. I've been using this Notion board for like 2 years, and it's really helped me be more productive with organizing my YouTube videos, even organizing sponsorships and like who owes me money and when a sponsorship deadline is coming up. So those are the 2 tools that have really helped me with organizing my life: Notion and Google Calendar. Okay, I have to head into the city to visit my friend. I'll see you guys there. So it's the next day and we're actually going into the office today. I did not make myself breakfast so I can force myself to actually go in and grab a meal. I usually don't like to go into the office when I'm not like meeting someone at Google. Like if I don't have an in-person meeting, if I'm not meeting a friend in the city afterwards, I truly prefer working from home. But I haven't been in the office all day this week and I want to show you all more of what the office is like, especially the main building where there's like this panoramic view of the city. I want to show you what that is like. So we're gonna go get breakfast there, but we have to hurry up. Breakfast ends at 10:30, so we're gonna head over there right now. So I had a great lunch and now I'm back in my office space, like where my desk is, and now I'm basically going to be doing a session of deep work, about a 2-hour session, which for me is like 2 45-minute like deep work sessions with a 15-minute break. That leads me to my 3rd tip about how I'm able to balance both my YouTube and my 9 to 5, which is when I actually am doing work, I try to do deep work. It's not my strength. It's something I try to do, which is working very efficiently and working for a short period of time, but really deeply focused. And I feel like I actually work a lot faster and I'm not wasting time like dilly-daddling on different tasks when I'm just sitting down focused on the task at hand. So I'm gonna do that because I wanna finish 2 tutorials. And my like motivation is that if I can get these things done today, then Friday can be a little bit more of a chill day. So when I come into the office, like I have a lot less to do and I can just have a very chill day. And then on the weekend, I don't have to do anything, which is exactly what I like to do. Before last year, I had a really hard time sitting down and concentrating on tasks because my mind was just everywhere. I was really stressed. But recently, I've just been practicing deep work. And even though I'm not perfect at it, it's been allowing me to be productive and really use my rest time for resting and my work time for working. Okay, so let's go ahead and do those 2 Pomodoro sessions. I'll see you guys later. So it's Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. So I was planning to go into the office today, but the weather outside was really encouraging me not to. It's like rainy outside today and it's such a gloomy day. So I'm just gonna have a cozy work from home day today. Fridays for me are typically very chill. Like on my team and on other teams, a lot of people block off their Fridays as no meetings day. And they usually use those days to either learn more about whatever project they're doing, just like reflect, or do more concentrated work. For me, because I've done a lot of my work in the beginning of the week, today I just have a little bit of work left to do, and I'm gonna also spend today doing content. So usually my Fridays are not super busy. I like to do my chores. I like to just do as much work as possible so that on the weekends I can do nothing. The truth, like I'm gonna be really honest with you guys, doing YouTube and doing my full-time job has really prevented me from taking my weekends off. Most weekends I'm actually usually doing something YouTube related, but I feel like that was part of the reason I was definitely getting burned out, because I was never really getting a break. I was always like working on the weekends. I actually got to take one one of my first weekends off in a long time last weekend. So one of my goals is to not work on the weekends and just to use my weekends to rest. And last weekend, by taking that weekend off, I felt way better this week and I was more productive during the weekdays. So yeah, I love to take my weekends off. I'm gonna try my best to finish up the little work I have for work today, script one of my videos out, and also edit a little bit of this vlog. And then make sure I also have a video. Usually I like to post on Sundays, so I'm trying to like finish up the details, like finishing up the thumbnail, the description box for getting that video out on Sunday, so then I feel more relaxed. Like when I have a video ready to go on Sunday, I feel way more relaxed too. I feel less stressed. So basically Fridays are just here to reduce stress and to make sure I can take my weekends off. I'm gonna be sharing like the #1 tip that's really helped me do both my YouTube channel and a full-time job. That tip seriously changed my life. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Before it gets really dark outside and it's hard to film in here, the final thing that has really helped me like balance both my YouTube channel and my full-time job is outsourcing. So this actually was really hard for me to do because for me, I'm always like, how can I save money? How can I find the cheapest way to do things? And sometimes finding the cheapest way to do things doesn't necessarily work with finding the most time efficient way to do things. Recently, I've kind of changed how I look at money, and now I'm willing to pay money to save time. And one of the ways I'm able to balance my YouTube channel and also having a full-time job is by outsourcing different tasks that I don't want to do. So this realization also really hit me too. I think it was like last year, I was spending more time like editing my videos and investing in my YouTube channel than I was building the skills that help me gain my audience in my YouTube channel. That's when I was like, wait a minute.
What happened to the original plot of the movie?
I need to be more efficient, and a big part of me being efficient and working smarter, it means that I have to outsource different parts of either YouTube or my personal life and find ways to basically buy back time so I can use time to rest. I can use time to like hang out with my friends and my family. One thing that helps me balance my YouTube channel and my full-time job is having an editor, someone who can help me edit my videos, because that was the most time-consuming part of having a YouTube channel. That was a skill that I truly don't want to be developing, so it helps me out. Another thing that I do too is also in my personal life. There are things I outsource in my personal life too. When I make decisions, I'm thinking, okay, if I outsource this, will this save me time? One of those things is outsourcing grocery delivery. So I don't do my groceries really anymore unless I happen to be there. That's when I'll do my groceries. This saves me about 1 to 2 hours a week. I just usually use like Amazon Whole Foods, or I'll use Instacart, and then I'll get someone to deliver my groceries for me so then I can use that time to like rest or see my family. So to be honest, the thing that's really saved me a lot of time and allowed me to have way less burnout, have way more time for myself and my family and my friends, is by outsourcing certain things. And honestly, now that I've outsourced those major things, I'm looking at my life and I'm like, what else can I outsource? Okay, as you can see, I definitely didn't finish everything on Friday, but I'm gonna finish everything in the next 2 hours so then I can actually enjoy my weekend like I always want to, but somehow I always have extra work. I just have a couple of small things to do. I had to film another intro for the video that's going out this Sunday. I also just have to do a couple chores, and I'm thinking about fixing a thumbnail for a video that I posted recently, but for some reason the video just didn't really, at least the click-through rate for that video was the lowest I've ever seen. So I'm gonna fix that thumbnail up because clearly people are not resonating with the thumbnail. So I'm gonna do fixing the thumbnail, finishing that intro, and then we can actually enjoy the weekend. Before I wrap up this vlog, I do want to thank the sponsor of this video, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creators. You can explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and get lost in creativity. They have classes on a ton of topics, from time management classes to classes about self-care. Personally, I've been really enjoying this class by Chidera Egeru called Revolutionary Self-Care. Embrace, nurture, and grow your authentic self, which is all about taking care of yourself, accepting yourself, and building self-respect. So if you're interested in checking out Skillshare, make sure to look at the link in the description box down below. And the first 1,000 people to sign up using my link will get the first month free. To be honest, it's really tough to balance both YouTube and having a full-time job. Honestly, there have been points where I've definitely sacrificed my mental health, like self-care, to be able to produce both things effectively. But recently I've been realizing that it's really important to take care of yourself. Like, people always, I think maybe last year I realized it even more, that self-care is extremely important, and there is no job, nothing worth risking your mental health and your like self-care for. Literally, there's nothing worth risking all of those things for. And for me, what that also means is sometimes videos won't get done. Sometimes I won't be able to respond to comments. At a certain point, it's like, if it really is gonna affect my mental health so much, things just have to I just have to decide to take a break and come back to that later. Personally, what I've realized is I need to prioritize myself, and it's my responsibility to make sure that I'm taken care of, and that's my #1 responsibility. So sometimes that means videos might not get done on time, or sometimes that just means I need to take breaks. And recently I've realized that I no longer feel guilty for prioritizing myself and for prioritizing my mental health. So I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. It was a little chaotic, but I hope that you guys kind of got a sense of how I try to balance both my YouTube and my full-time job. And it's like not the most perfect balance ever, but I am doing the best that I can do. Hope you enjoyed this vlog, and I will see you guys next time.